Interesting bout, and CHANATIP SONKHAM, you know, usually the world rankings do pretty much tell the story, but I think in this situation, and you probably confirm that, Jordan, you know, people fight at different weights, people have injuries and drop down, you know, there's no way Taylor's number 9, he's much higher. You know, sometimes you do get these anomalies, and somebody who's much lower ranked, so, you know, they have a tougher draw to get through. But the cream always rises to the top, doesn't it?
Definitely.
And here we go. And Wu Jingyu, she is... we saw in her semi-final such a, she's having a little play with her opponent here as well. You know, she's going to be confident. She beat her 16 points to 2 just about a month ago in Turkey.
But I'd say that as well about Wu. She's never complacent. I've never seen her be, she'll be confident but not complacent. She comes out and she gets the job done, no matter who she's fighting.
Yeah. And it's great that you know, you actually say she's one of your favourite fighters. You know, like here's you know, big guy in Britain, one of the top. You know, I think you'd go for one of the big African guys or something. And here you are supporting. You say, you know, this little girl from China is one of your favourite athletes.
I think it's just she's so versatile. The kicks that she throws everything.
Yeah, we've got a card here, an early card. And I've got to say, we haven't seen many cards actually in this event. I've covered events around the world on the Taekwondo World Tour, and you see cards galore. We've seen major instances. I don't know if you remember Stephen Lopez and Damon Sampson. You know, we had a card that lasted 5 minutes. We had coaches on the mat talking to the officials.
I think like you said earlier, no one knows when you can and can't use it anymore. No, but I think they've restricted a lot of it, so it is. So it was getting taking the mick a little bit. Card for this, card for that. Now it's simple. Did you hit the face? Yes or no?
Let's have a look. Oh, nowhere near. Oh, but was that a hit on the face? So there was nowhere near from China, but the card is coming from the blue side. And that's the question. Was there? Was there a touch on the face? That's the question. Was there a touch on the face?
It's hard to tell.
Hard to tell from that angle, isn't it? And this is why they're looking at lots of different angles. And they've decided no, it has to be proven. And well, that's not good for SONKHAM, because now she doesn't have a card against her name. And this is the gamble you take with an early card, isn't it? You really need to be sure, because there may be an instant later on where there is a true miscarriage. In fact, I remember Damon Sampson.
It normally happens every single time. It normally happens every time. You use your card wrong. You end up paying for it later on in the match. That was a really nice back kick.
And a punch in the air, because she scored 3 points here. That was beautiful. The spinning kick. Oh, well, she's just so beautiful to watch, isn't she?
She is.
This is, it's just a joy to see her operate and execute those maneuvers so wonderfully, technically perfect.
It is everything about a game.
And well, Wu is somebody I mentioned in the semi-final. She goes in for another attack there. She's looking to finish this early as well. But you can see that, you know, we mentioned in the semi-final, she's a lady that likes to take time off. She goes to the majors, a bit like Stephen Lopez has done. And, you know, she's now coming up, and undoubtedly, she's going to be the person to beat when we get to the Rio 2016 Olympic Games.
Definitely, 100%. I think every time she gets in the ring, she's normally the favourite. And she picks her tournament, like I said, she's been going a long time, so she can't fight all the time, otherwise she will burn herself out.
Yeah.
I've seen her when I was younger, her and Bridget, the Spanish girl, have some real wars, some real wars.
Yeah, and you know, there are some real good, you know, Znanovic is going to be a great opponent for the European Games champion. Ooh, look at that, beautiful, absolutely beautiful to see. Great slow-mo on that one. And there's the return. Now, that's interesting. Why did that not score?
She's lost the card.
She's lost the card. Absolutely. She didn't have a card to play. There was 3 points.
And it's hard because the referee, we've got that in slow motion, the refs see that at full speed, and it's hard to see. But like I said, you use that card wrong, and then normally it comes back to bite you.
Of course, if there is a kick on the face, the referee sees it. The referee can stop and say 3 points.
Oh, her hands up.
Oh, her, of course, But that was probably, I think the Thai coach, who's actually a Korean, would have probably been watching that on the big screens here and just put his hands to his head, because I do know that some coaches hate seeing these replays and then seeing what you could have won.
Hindsight's a beautiful thing, though.
Absolutely. And it is a gamble. It is part of the sport. The coach is very important. I've seen coaches win games by their use of the card. I remember Mark Lopez in Astana in Kazakhstan producing an incredible performance with the card, and actually Lopez beat Damon Samson in that match purely because of Mark Lopez's, well, of course Stephen Lopez is a great athlete, I can't say that purely, but Mark Lopez played his part. And the SONKHAM's coach, oh no, well, she doesn't score that time.
That looked like it was a face maybe to me.
Yeah. Well, the Chinese decided to keep their card in the pocket. Maybe they just don't fancy playing it. They're just going to let her. They know that she'll score again anyway.
It's almost ridiculous when you think how good Thailand looked in the fight before, and then you put her in the ring with Woo Jingyu, and that shows how much credit you have to give to Woo Jingyu.
Yeah. Yeah, she's controlling. You've seen SONKHAM actually starting to just try and force the pace a little bit. She's trying to do something different. And you've got to say, well done to her.
Yeah,
she's trying to force Woo into a zone that she's not comfortable in. She almost just did a rush on her 10 seconds ago. A punch now from Woo. She likes that one. I don't think she scores many punches. I think
it's a 12-point as well. She knows she's only got 10 more seconds, and then it's over.
Good spot. Good spot. And now she can say, well, I'll just keep away from you. There we go. Well, there we go. What an incredible performance from Woo Jingyu. She has gone through every round of this competition without even having to go the full distance in any match. 12 points to 0. What an incredible performance.
She's so down to earth as well. She looks, like I said, nothing ever goes to her head. She's never complacent. She's for me the perfect athlete.
Yeah. Well, she's a former world champion, and there you see. Well, add her into the mix. There's 4 athletes there to keep a real close eye on. But for tonight,